Good morning, friends, followers, channel members. Happy Friday. It's the end of the week. Do you know what? This week, just looking back at the stats for this week, this has probably been, obviously, helped along by the long haul on Tuesday. This has probably been one of our busiest streaming weeks since COVID times. We've had loads of live streams this week, plenty of hours put in the virtual air. So it's been a good week overall. I think glad you guys are joining us again this morning, our final flight of the week, and I'm very excited because this is a newish route that Easyjet have launched, and the Lourdes-Pyrenees Airport. I've seen it a few times, thought I'd love to fly to that. I think it'd be a great approach, very, very scenic. And there wasn't any scenery, freeware or payware available until yesterday, where VFRFrance or France VFR, I forget which way around it is. Anyway, that company yesterday, they released this scenery. So first thing I did this morning, went and got that. So we've got that installed. Looking forward to seeing it. I've not seen it myself in the sim, so hopefully it'll all load correctly when we get there. But yeah, really looking forward to checking this out. So should be good fun. And if the winds are in the wrong direction, touch wood at the moment, they're not, but it's an ILS approach, then we'd have to do circle to land with lots of terrain around it, as well as the name of the airport suggests. So welcome on board, guys. Thank you for joining me this morning. Have a look quickly as we delve into the chat, see who we've got. Hey, Sean Duff is here. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever you want to call it. It's still morning, Sean. It's still morning where I am anyway. Ron, Kevin, Leanne is here as well. Uncle Smusson and William, good morning from the east coast of the USA. Ace Airstream, yeah, so Ace makes a very good point. Interested to see this scenery. Visited on his Europe travels last month. It's like a knacker's yard for unwanted planes. I know, right? If you, it's really interesting. If you have a look at this airport on Flight Radar 24, Google Maps, whatever, you can see absolutely loads of aircraft there. Now, obviously, I don't know if the satellite imagery was taken when COVID was on, in which case that could be a reason, because loads of airports were just used as storage places. But this actually is, as Ace says, the A380's being broken up there, which is indeed very sad. Good morning, Elliot. Hope you're well. And Nick is here too. Good morning, Nick. Nick also on Twitch. Fantastic. Cheers, Nick. Christian. Good morning, Matt as well. And Beluga too, thank you so much. Sorry if I missed anybody on that welcome, but anyway, let's have a look at getting ourselves set up and sorted. Welcome to our Twitch viewers as well. Sebastian, quick question. What do I think about Airsoft's Zagreb scenery? Yeah, quite like that. I think we've done that on stream as well, so you'll be able to check that out if you want to over on YouTube, one of our past streams after our flight today. So quick check. Don't think we've got any air traffic control this morning. Not entirely unexpected. Now, I'm starting the stream a little bit later than I wanted. I wanted to start this about half an hour ago, but my aircraft went tech, so we've had to find a new aircraft today. So we are we're in our new aircraft. The problem is that this aircraft is now cold and dark, so we're going to have to do a full cold and dark setup, keeping it real here on the Easyjet Sim part of the channel. So let's jump on board. And of course, if you are watching on YouTube or Twitch, thanks to Nick, the operational flight plan is now available to download, so you can go and grab that. Barry Bartson, good morning, Barry. Hope you're doing well. Hey, David Butler, Lemon Wolf is here as well. William says it'd be cool to see a circle to land. Never done one in the sim. It's very similar, really, in a lot of senses to base training. But there's just things that you've got to discuss, minimums and what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, that kind of thing. But anyway, let's get on board then, shall we? Right, so here we are in our rather cold and dark looking aircraft. Just before I do any more, let's grab the weather. As I say, with no 80s. So before we power up our aircraft, what we got, let me just make sure that it's the latest 80. So that is 10:20 Zulu. So what's that? That's 6 minutes ago. So this is pretty accurate. Right, so the wind's 360 at 7. Visibility is fine, so we've got broken at 21, 2100, temperature is 11, QNH is 1016, no significant changes. So 11 degrees, I don't know what the temperature is here today, but outside my door, I've just left the office, gone outside, and It's so dark where I am at the moment. It looks like the middle of winter, and it's about to absolutely lash it down, I think. So yeah, spring is clearly on hold at the moment. Felix Ball, good evening, sir. Good to see you, Paul. Good morning. I love the fact that live streaming just transcends the world. Everyone's in a different time zone. All right, operational flight plan. Let's check that out as well. Get this in. Okay, so 11.5 tons of payload, cost index 4 is normal. Bordeaux is the alternate. Headwind slowing us down as well, 26 not headwind overall. Initial cruise is going to be flyable to 9. And we're underloaded by about 5.5 tons as well. Shear rate is fine. Looking to about runway 25 right. That's fine with the winds we've just seen. And looking for the ILS approach runway 20 when we get into the Pyrenees. 491 is the distance. Plug fuel of 6 tons. That's fine. Quick look then at the Mora. So we don't fly up north over the Alps today. We actually spin round to the south and then fly under. And it should actually be quite a nice scenic view. We'll get to see the coast of France, the south coast of France, all the way down. Might catch Nice, Marseille, those kind of areas. So yeah, just going through this. This all looks fine. Actually looks like the weather here in Milan is probably the worst of the weather. Everything looks really nice, doesn't it? In Pyrenees, Bordeaux and Barrett's, that kind of thing. Toulouse as well, one of the alternates. Leo Fox Bravo Papa, no idea where that is. But anyway, all look good. All the nines. Kevin did not get beautiful weather yesterday, a bit cloudy today. Yes, yesterday was alright. It was cool and cold, but the sun was shining. Paul, Newcastle's glorious today for a change. Isn't Newcastle always glorious, Paul? William VATSIM was amazing last night. LAX Centre and Las Vegas controls did an amazing job at one point. There were 20 arrivals going into Vegas. Was that an event, or was it just a random Thursday night? Right, just check the weather brief, see what's potentially happening a little bit later on. So today is the 21st. So the wind's potentially 090 at 10 knots. You see, so that would give us a tailwind today. But limitations of 15 knots, so we'd still be doing the ILS. It would have to get above 15 knots before we have to consider the circle to land, really. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but realistically, you're gonna want the safest option. Or safest is the wrong word. You're going to want the easiest option. There's a probability there. Oh no, that's later tonight. Forget that. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on the winds. But other than that, it's cav okay conditions. That's fine. Bordeaux is fine as well. Looking at that, that's cav okay as well. Looks like we're going to be heading for some clear skies. So good stuff. Let's just check out what the en route weather looks like. Oh yeah, so there's our flight route. There you can see we'll be going down the south coast of France, almost hugging it exclusively, so that looks quite neat. Quick check on the weather charts. Looks like, yeah, going into those clear skies, no turbulence or anything like that, icing. So really nice nice flying weather today as well. Barry says flying to Lourdes, the average age of the passengers is probably about plus 80. Hey, Legend Dog Fury, good morning, sir. Aviation Fun says, hi, I'm new to the channel. Aviation Fun, welcome. Hopefully you will enjoy what you see enough to hit the subscribe button if you're into this this kind of thing. So we're going to be taking passengers from Milan down to Lourdes and the foothills of the Pyrenees. So very excited to see the new scenery there as well. Right, should we start powering our aircraft up? So let's just before we do that, as per usual. So our radar, and we'll shift that. Radar predictive wind shear, yeah, they're turned off. Engine mode master selected, they're off as well. Landing gear is down and the wipers are off and off. Okay, let's power up the aircraft then. External power is available. Alright, batteries, what we got? 27.4, that's fine. They need to be above 25.5 before we can turn them on, so yeah, they're okay. So let's power her up, shall we? There we go. So batteries are fine, and we'll get the external power connected up. this is where we hear all the fans start to blow out as well. I'm just going to wait for the clicks, then we'll do the fire tests. Whilst we're waiting for that, the Legend Dark Fury kicking off our stream this morning with 5 EasyJet SimPilot membership gifts. That is why he's the legend. Thank you, Dark, my MOC as well. Fixes things for me when they're broken. Cheers, mate. I really do appreciate your support as always, Dark. And that is bringing in Rex, MadMac UK, massive sim geek, what a name. 79188, David Borum as well. Welcome, guys, to the channel, courtesy of the Legend Dark Fury. Thank you, Dark, for that. I really do appreciate it. So we're just going to wait for the triple clicks and things, and we'll do the there we go. That's what we want. Ignore the alarms and things. That's just as the aircraft's going through its usual setup. So there we are. Right, I've done the triple clicks, so we'll just do the APU fire test. That's fine. I'm going to do engine number 1. That's fine. Red light down there. And engine number 2. That's fine. Red light. Wonderful. See, I think it's great that Airbus do this. They have the red fire lights down here because I'm sure many of you are familiar with the case at Kegworth, the British Midland 737, where they shut down the wrong engine. Well, this is just a way to mitigate and confirm if you have got an engine fire which one it is you want to shut down. Don't shut down the wrong engine. So there we go. Fire test has been done. Let's set these to nav. Now that's done, let's just do our usual flow. So we are late this morning. There's no denying it. We should have departed probably about 20 minutes ago or something like that. In fact, the board probably will tell us. So we're at Milan gate 602. Very impressed. We've got jetway today. Oh, actually, looks like yeah, should have been. Well, should have been 4 minutes ago. We should have gone. Never mind. A says MB Biarritz is pronounced Biarritz. A pint at a posh London restaurant. Fair enough, mate. I'm not known for my pronunciation, as you well know. Alright, so the crew, oxygen supply, ground control, CRV test. There we are. That needs to be set to captain. They're done. Nav logo lights are on. No smoking to auto. Get the emergency lights onto auto as well. Turn the packs off as well for the moment. External power's on. We'll just turn this down a little bit. Although, if what Barry said about the average age of all the passengers is correct, we should probably wrap this right up to the top. Tim Walters, good morning. Kevin, EasyJet splashing out. I don't know, but we're actually parked pretty close to where the real world flight departed from. So, yeah, they had a jetway, so I thought, well, if they get one, why don't we? Okay, so overhead's done. Let's come down. QNH is 1016. Sandiskid is on. Audio control panel 122.8 will set onto onto Unicom. Actually, no, I'll do that in a moment. VHF 2 we need on the guard, frequency 121.5. It's done. Make sure that's being monitored. They're off. Switching panel is normal. Thrust levers, starters, mode selector, parking brake, gear extension, and squawking 2000. That's on standby. Accuracy in the green. Okay, up to the FCU 1016 constraints, and initial climb out today is going to be 100. Flight 100. Get us away from those Alps. That's what we want. Alright, I think then the only thing left to do is just discuss what fuel we're going to take. We've taken everything into consideration and we've got 6 tons of fuel. Weather looks fine where we're going, no real reason not to get in. If we have to do a go around, it's perhaps not the not a normal straightforward one, just because of the not the Pyrenees. Yeah, the Pyrenees that are in the way with the go around. So let's just take extra half tons. So we'll go 6.5 tons. We'll tell the ground crew to load momentarily. Yeah, of course, Barry Lourdes, known for the Catholic pilgrimage. Is it once a year that they go there? I must admit to not being terribly Catholic, although I did go to a Catholic school. both junior and secondary, so perhaps should probably know a little bit about it. Alright, GSX, come on then, let's start getting the passengers on board, shall we?
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so now open the doors and start letting our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Wonderful. Okay, let's start to set up the box. I'll just turn this up as well. Alright, so FMGC, I need to just bring in all the information. So I'll initiate the flight. That's done. Nagasaur says he must admit to not being. Yeah. Okay. Should probably listen that back. Do you want to board the crew? No, crew are already on board, so we just get the passengers over. 1 hour 19 our flight today. So IRS still aligning, aircraft status, correct engines, and air cycles fine. Okay. Init A. We did have a failure today. Thankfully, I'm not too constrained by time today, so that's all right. JD Mackham, welcome to the First Officers Club, mate. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. And remember, to all our new channel members, get yourself into the members lounge on our Discord server as well, where just occasionally both Nick and Dark Fury behave. Flight number, we've got a nice one today. It's an Alpine call sign, Alpine 89 Hotel Papa. Cost index is 4 as always. Ground temperature is 10. It's getting colder here. This can't be right, can it? Although the clouds have come over, so maybe. 35771. Here's the tropo. Grab the winds. It's done. And IRS in it. We're just waiting for the IRS to sort itself out, and then we can confirm that. Alright, so flight plan. We are departing 35 right. We've got a long taxi today. I reckon we'll get a single engine taxi in as well. What is it? Telva 6 Lima. Oh, that's 6 Sierra. No, 6 Lima. And then it is the VOG 7 Juliet arrival. Let's insert that. And then the arrival at the other end. Sorry, transition, not arrival. Why is my first officer barking? The postman's already been this morning. It's going to be ILS Zulu 20, and it's the... what's the star? The 2-6 Romeo. That's the one. What VIAs have we got? Oh, there's quite a few there. Check those out. Which one do we need? So coming in via Toulouse. Tepti. That looks like the obvious choice. Just check this. Oh, nice. So coming in on Tepti, and that gives us quite a short final, doesn't it? That's going to be good fun. Then TBO. Alright. So, if we... yeah, let's go from TBO. That would make more sense. I will double check this. Can't do that until the map sorted itself out. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Radnav page, we have got here the Sierra Romeo November VOR, which we're going to put on. That is for the engine out procedure, which we'll go through in a little bit. Malpensa VOR, Mike Papa, pop that in. Then at 8.3 miles, that's not bad. 8.3 miles is absolutely fine. You just need to make sure we're configured and steady. What's really fun is when you're flying into Copenhagen, and they love to give you visual approaches in Copenhagen. They'll give you a turn in a 5-mile final. So it's It's yeah, that one's 8 miles is plenty of time. So that's done. All right, in it B, have we got our? Oh, hang on, didn't put the final cruise level in, which I think today is flight level 37. Initial is going to be 29, but then I think a little bit later on we're going up to 37. Just check that. Yeah, there it is, 370. Fine. GPS primary has now come alive. Excellent. Right, okay. In that case, let's check this out. So, scroll through this plan, see what it looks like. That's the departure. That looks fine. No discontinuities, and yeah, there we go. That's what we wanted. That actually looks yeah, that looks fine. Nice, nice short final. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so that's done. Let's have a look at the load sheet. If I hope our dispatch crew was giving us that. We're late this morning, so we should have got it. Ugh, why have they not sent that through? Maybe because we've had to change aircraft and we are at the wrong gate and they can't find us. Maybe that's how I'm going to play it out. All right, well, we're going to have to use OFP figures then, aren't we? So let's go to init B, 0 fuel weight. What we plan to be, it is 55.6. Somewhere there's a dispatcher running around going, where's my aircraft? Alternate fuel is 1.4. We'll see what it wants. We've already said we're going to take 6.5. It wants 6.1. That's fine. 6.5 is what we're going to be taking. That gives us then a extra thinking time of about 11 minutes and a takeoff weight of 61.9. That's fine. Right, I'm just going to call the refueling truck up so they can actually start loading that up. 6.5 tons. And that's done. Hopefully we'll get a final load sheet then in a little bit. Alright, well, while I'm waiting for that final load sheet to come through, we can't fill in the V-speeds. What we can do is just check a couple of other things. I'll be going flaps 1 as per usual, and let's have a look at the thrust reduction acceleration values here in Milan. So it's 2305, just confirm runway 35 right from departure, 2305 engine acceleration. So we do need to up these. 2305, 2305, and engine out 2305 as well. Now, the engine out procedure here. Okay. Oh, it's... God bless Italy. Alright, so it is a non-standard. 8 miles from Malpensa VOR. Right turn heading 120. Then we intercept the 330 SNR radial. Enter the hold at SNR. And come back to Milan if we've lost an engine. So, let's go and put all this in. This is a pain to put in. Okay, secondary flight plan. So, copy the active. First thing we need to do then is we need to create a waypoint 8 miles out from Malpensa. So, Mike, Papa, and a runway track of 346. 8 miles out. That becomes place bearing distance 01. And then what we need to do with this is we're going to turn to heading 120 and we need to intercept the SNR radial 330. So we need to create a waypoint where those two places kind of intersect. So let's call that eFail. We'll create this waypoint. So the place will be based off that first waypoint we've just created. Place bearing distance 01, and we're going to be on a heading of 120, and we're then going to create the other half of it, which is Sierra November Romeo 330. So Sierra November Romeo 330 there. Oh, I'll put Sierra November Romeo in. It's meant to be Sierra Romeo November. Back. Oh, let's try that again. Place bearing distance. I told you this was difficult. 01. It's not difficult, it's just a pain. 120. Christian! Good morning, Christian. How are you? Hope you're well. Right, let's pop it in correctly this time. Sierra Romeo November. 330. Get that in. Check we're using the correct VOR, which is 113.7. 113.7. That's the one. E-fail. Store that. Back to our secondary flight plan. Pop that in. Then from there, we're going to Sierra Romeo November. Enter the hold. Christian says, it's nearly 20 degrees where you are. Are you joking? It's freezing here today. And then if we're coming back into Milan, I believe they're landing ILS 3. What am I doing? Not Lick. Limc. L-I-M-C. Didn't think any of those looked right. There we go. 3-5 left Zulu. 3-5 left Zulu. There we are. No start. No veer. Okay, let's just see what this looks like.
Hi Gavin, all the passengers are on board and we're ready to go. I'll bring you a cup of tea after we've taken off.
That's great, thank you.
So we depart out 8 miles, right turn, intercept that radial, enter the hold at Sierra Romeo November, and there's the arrival back in. Fine, and then there's the go around. Interesting, the go around is nowhere near the engine out, but fair enough. Okay, that's done. Have we got a load sheet yet? Ah, we've got a load sheet. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Dispatcher. He's clearly found the aircraft then. So let's check this out then. Is this the final load sheet? I believe it is. 55.6. We'll update these figures then, as we didn't have a load sheet to begin with. So 55.6. 30.6. Update that. That gives a takeoff weight CFG of 28.9. Right, we can do the departure calculations now. Oh, passengers, you've been so patient. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Gavin, and I would like to welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft. We expect a good flight with you today with no weather problems showing in front of us, so we should be pushing back within the next few minutes or so. For now, the ground crew have now finished loading the last of the baggage into the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, then we can make sure we can depart on time. The cabin crew will shortly be providing their safety demonstration video, so it would be appreciated if you could give them your full attention. A special welcome on board to our Easyjet pilot members, and if you wish to inquire about becoming a member, please contact a member of the cabin crew. All our Easyjet pilot members are of course entitled to free drinks throughout the flight. Thanks very much, and we'll give you an update once we're airborne.
Right, full length departure for us today. Hey Mix, how you doing, mate? The weather's a bit meh in Milan. It's fine though where we're headed. 131, 135, 135. And we're flexing 67. Flaps 1. Good. And all the boxes set up. Fantastic. Okay then, guys, are we ready for our brief, and then we'll get out of here. So starting with the weather, as always, northerly winds today for our departure, so winds 360 at 7, so a nice headwind to help us on our way. Visibility is fine, broken clouds 2,100 feet, and the temperature is 11, QNH is 1016. Anti-ice, I'm not going to have the anti-ice on for departure today. It's just about on limit, so we can probably get away without that today. That's fine. Weather en route is fine, nothing on the charts, and the arrival weather looks okay at the minute. Just need to keep an eye on a tailwind. If it starts to look a bit risky, well, then we'll do a circle land, but should be okay. I think we'll get in on the ILS this afternoon. Aircraft type is A320. Techlog's got nothing in it except the weather radar, which we're aware of. No times for our departure today. Threats to be aware of course, are the Alps terrain's the biggest thing. We just need to have our situational awareness, but our departure today shouldn't take us anywhere near any of those. That's our they're the Alps. Let's steer clear of all that. So lots of terrain to the north of the airport. Something goes completely wrong, let's fly south away from it. Pretty familiar with the airport. We've been here a few times. We're stand 206. We'll discuss the taxi in a moment. But other than that, I think that is about it for threats. Nothing really to worry about. Okay, so the taxi itself, we're stand 602. We're going to push back facing east, then we'll taxi out. It'll be south. Taxi on the Sierra, and then we'll turn south on to taxi on to Kilo, and then we'll cross at Foxtrot. Kilo, then Foxtrot, cross runway 36. Is it runway 36? Sorry, runway 35. Left, and then onto Charlie, and then it is holding at Charlie Alpha. Now, given that it's quite a long taxi route today, we can probably do a single engine taxi procedure, so we'll save a bit of fuel that way as well. The departure then, let's just check this out. It's straightforward, so as we depart, we're just turning right almost immediately then as we're off the ground. There's a minimum speed of 220 knots, so we'll just check that. We're going to pop in clean speed 209. We'll pre-select that. That will then mean that as we depart, everything's fine and we can clean up on schedule. Aircraft will take care of the speed, get us up nice and quick. Noise abatement to departure. Initial climb is up to flight level 100 this morning. That first turn to the right, as I've already briefed, transition level is 6,000 feet. Okay, so the emergency brief then. Standard A320 emergency brief. Our engine out procedure is non-standard, which we've seen, so we're straight out 8 miles from the Malpensa VOR, and then we make a right-hand turn and get secondary flight plan activated, and that will take us on the 330 radial inbound to Sierra November Romeo, where we'll enter the Sierra Romeo November, where we'll enter the hold. Just realised why it's wrong. It says it wrong there. Look. Then we'll enter the hold and come back to land runway 35 left. Our takeoff weight today is just under 62 tons, so we're not going to be able to wait for a landing. MSA then for the airport is 10,300. Now, if we just have a look at that Sierra Romeo November, we just want to get ourselves nice and safe in that hold if we need to. That part we are safe at 8,000 feet. Now, we wouldn't need to climb up to 8,000 feet. That would be above MSA, but we can get ourselves, we'll be safe at 4,000 feet there. We can enter the hole at 4,000 feet, so that's the deal if something goes bang after V1. So that's done. Get rid of that. I think we can get the APU on and start powering the aircraft up, and we'll get going. Hey Mark, I am well, thank you so much. Right, APU's up and running. Refueling is completed, so we'll turn those back on. Seatbelt signs are on. Adrian, why haven't I updated the Navigraph charts? I'm not a fan of the new one. I just not for IFR. I think VFR's fine, but IFR, I think the old one was just easier to work around. Someone has just spawned in on top of me. Kind of breaks the immersion a little bit, seeing a wing just there, doesn't it? Word to the wise, guys. There you go. I think he's realised. Excellent. Always worth checking VATSIM. Let's see who's where. LA kids, hello. How are you? Hey, football moments. Good morning. It's nearly afternoon now, isn't it?
Cabin crew, we're all ready to go, so please arm the doors and cross-check. Thank you.
Okay, APU's up and running. Let's tell the ground crew we can get rid of our GPU and chocks cones. They can all be removed, etc., etc. And let's get the ground crew into position. Alright, copy prep checklist then. So aircraft access has been completed. Fuel quantity 6.5 tons. Balance. Seatbelt signs are on. It is well 3.5 green. The BARF QNH 1016 set and cross checked. 740 feet. Here's our Italian pushback crew. Just check we're on Unicom 1228, which we are. Malpensa traffic, Alpine 89 Hotel Papa, stand 602, pushing back facing east on Sierra. We're so late this morning. Acupressure's good. And the before start checklist. So parking brake is on, takeoff data is all confirmed, windows are closed, EFB and phone are on flight mode, doors are now closed and armed, and the beacon light is on. Hey, Airstream says need to pop out, hopefully back for the landing, have a good flight and hope the French ATC behave. They will, they're not here. Shocking, I know. Took me that long to depart this morning. I've already finished my cup of tea. Keyboard Nerd Come. What a great name on Twitch. Says always watched on YouTube. Never knew we were on Twitch as well. We are indeed. Okay, so happy to release the parking brakes. We're about 30 minutes late. Okay, so our nose wheel steering is disconnected. Start the timer. Engine mode selected to ignition. Starting engine 1. Aircraft might get a bit of a wash as we depart, actually, looking at those clouds. Looks like it's raining over there. On Aerosoft, meant to be doing another mega airport, and that's meant to be Malpensa. I can't wait for that. I mean, this airport is a major hub for Easyjet. Loads of flights.
We now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
Not quite there
A
yet.
safety card is in your seat pocket, showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you.
Parking brakes there, engine 1 stable, starting engine 2.
Carry baggage on board.
You can disconnect.
Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you
Mark.
to start the oxygen.
Elk
Put the
chocolate.
mask over your nose and mouth.
Says like an idiot I spawned at
Hold in
Lenarte.
place with the
Wondered why
strap.
it was quiet.
Pull on each side
You're
to
at the
adjust.
wrong airport, mate.
Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your
Oh,
head.
Beluga, we were going to do
Attach
single engine
tape
taxi,
around
weren't we?
your
Oh,
waist.
completely on
Click
autopilot
together.
there. Oh well,
And
engine
pull
2
the strap to adjust.
spooning up.
Do not inflate
We'll
it
run with it.
inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or
Means I
needs
can get the
topping up,
checks
blow
all
into
done
the
quicker.
tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
Right, she's happy, I'm happy, the engines are happy, engine mode selector to normal. That's off, engine ice isn't required, and let's do our spoilers, rudder, flaps, trim. The after-start checklist, so anti-ice is off, ecom status is checked, pack 2 off. Pitch trim's 28.9 and rudder is neutral. Okay, let's go. So just do a quick PEDS check, no change to our performance, we've got full length departure figures, dry runway from 35 right, and runway conditions are all still dry, no LMCs, and QNH hasn't changed, so that's fine as well. Engine out procedure is non-standard, 8 miles, it's a left turn heading 120. And then we'll track inbound Sierra Romeo November. Enter the hold, look to come back 35 left, and that is going to be a hold at 4,000 feet if required. Departure then is Talbot 6 Lima and the Vogue 7 Juliet transition, straight out right hand turn, noise abatement 2, and initial climb is 6, no it isn't, initial climb is flight level 100. So we'll turn right on Kilo, and then once we're on this long bit, we'll do some flight control checks. I'll just do a brake check there as we're going through, that's fine. So we're looking to go Foxtrot next. So got the predictive wind shear, weather radar on, TO config, that's done. Okay, so full right, full left, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and then just check the rudder, full right, full left, and neutral, it's fine. Adrian, this is not a Zobos Malpensa. No, this is a freeware mod from FlightSim.to, which does add a lot to the taxiways in terms of the signage and things, which is very, very useful. Right, is this Foxtrot coming up? No, Foxtrot's the next one there where it crosses. just had a horrible feeling that I did the takeoff performance for 3.5 left. I've just double checked and we didn't, thank goodness. There we go, this is Foxtrot. So 3.5 left is an active runway, so obviously just on Unicom at the moment. I've not heard anything, we'll give it a check. Malpensa traffic Alpine 89 Hotel Papa crossing runway 35 left at Foxtrot. Straight to the end here then and turn right. Path is clear. Weather looks really nasty over there, doesn't it? Hiding the Alps.
Malpensa traffic ladder 404 stand 32 pushing back.
Right, make this right hand turn, we'll slide down Charlie, we'll get the takeoff checklist done. Not the takeoff, the taxi checklist done.
Italia 4103, short final runway 36.
There's 2 runways 36s. Which one are you landing on? Actually, there's not, isn't it? It's runway 35, isn't it? Not 36. Right, all the way to the end, we've got full length figures in. So, taxi checklist, flight controls have been checked, flap setting is config 1, FMA, climb on blue 1, FT2, 10,000, radar on the predicted wind shear is on, ECAM memos, takeoff, no blue, and the EFB is stowed, disconnected, and thrown out the window. That's not actually part of the checklist.
Cabin crew, if you would take your seats for takeoff.
If you've enjoyed the flight so far, guys, the taxi, then please do hit the like button for me. Just realised that's my taxiway. It's not all the way to the end. This is where proper signage would help. Idiots like me that take my eyes off the taxi that I'm doing. Steve, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Great to have you on board, mate. Okay, this is in arrival runway only at the moment, in real life anyway, so let's get on. Malpensa traffic, Alpine 89 Hotel Papa, lining up for departure, runway 35 right.
Minate traffic, Italia 4103, renewal runway 36.
Did wonder what he was about to say then. Which is why I slammed the brakes on. Still saying runway 36 though. Am I mishearing him? He's definitely saying runway 36, isn't he? At Malpensa. Is it Linate, Kevin? In that case, that's not going to affect us. Alright, we're good to go. Lineup checklist, cabin secure, takeoff runway full length 35 right. TCAS TRI packs 1 and 2 are off. Start the chrono. Takeoff. 50% M1. Watch out for the headwind. Wind very slightly from the right. Engine stable, set takeoff thrust, man flex SRS runway. Looks like a nice wide runway this one. Is it 60 meters wide this runway? It looks huge.
now.
Checked. V1. Rotate. Nav.
Positive rate for gear up.
FSTraffic now the 40 for taxi runway 35 left.
Goodbye, Malpensa. Can't wait till we get a proper payware airport for this. I think it's going to look amazing. So there's that right turn. Just climb. Climb. Autopilot 1 engaged. We've got a master caution, but I'm flying the aircraft at the minute. It's only minor. I'll have a look at that in a second.
Land traffic, Transavia 1042, crossing runway 35 left.
And it's because I forgot to turn that on. So flight level 100 blue, set standard pressure, climbing up to a flight level. Nico, why do you put packs 1 and 2 on at the same time after departure? It's just to reduce uncomfortability in the cabin for passengers, so you don't get a surge of pressure in the cabin. It's recommended to leave 10 seconds between the two. Marquiro, thank you for the raid on Twitch. Sorry I missed that just as we were departing. Thanks guys. Welcome welcome on board. Right, we're past airspeed, so let's clean up. We'll target green dot. No ATC, so let's just continue that climb. We'll go flight level 250. So 250 blue set. Clouds obscuring that beautiful view of the Alps that Miggs has just mentioned. And on the other side, I'm blocking the view of Milan as well. Sorry guys. Unable to help you out. Oh, sometimes my panning stops, and it's FS Realistic I think that causes that. It was an old bug, it seems to have reappeared itself. So not until we pass Mike Charlie 612 can we accelerate away. Mike Charlie 612 is our next waypoint that we're just turning towards. However, once you get above 10,000 feet, then we're okay. We're above the clouds, let's get that off. Ding the cabin crew. They can get out of their seats then now. Hey Bacchus, good to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated.
Those clouds are
Toilets
awesome.
are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
Hey, Elsenberg, on Twitch, good morning to you.
FSTraffic, now the 404 checking out runway 35 back for an easterly departure.
Okay, so 10,000 feet. Spoilers, flaps. We'll go manage speed as well. Lights are off. Seatbelt signs can come off in a moment. We're going to go and do a little direct here. So let's just go direct to Gangnew for now. So direct Gangnew.
Milan traffic, Transavia 1042, lining up runway 35 left.
370 is going to be fine for us. Optimus 36, but we're going the wrong way. So 37, let's set that. 370 blue. And the performance page, we'll just zero that cost index. Radnav page. I'll keep those there just for the moment. Secondary flight plan, again, we'll just keep that there in case we need to hold. We're not a million miles away yet from those waypoints, so it makes sense just to keep them. In case we have an issue now, then we don't have to faff around and reprogram stuff. They can come off though. That is an awesome view. How good does that look?
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has now been turned off. You are now free to move around the cabin and the toilets are now available. However, when in your seat, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you
Milan
require
traffic,
assistance.
Transavia 1042, taking off runway 35 right on the Talva 6 Lima departure.
Aviation Film, will I fly the ATR? Possibly, yeah. You could just make sure you've got lots of drinks available for that stream, because if it's anything like the CRJ or the 737 stream, it's going to be a frustrating couple of hours. Jenny, it's 8 degrees in the south of the UK. It's blooming cold up here north in the UK as well, let me tell you. It's, yeah, it's very strange. EVAD 97, is the sim having issues with FPS? No, not at the moment. I just think that is a gorgeous view. That is really neat. And you can just see the Alps there covered by cloud as we depart. Now, you guys never let me forget throwing the manual on the floor, do you? It didn't make sense. Okay, direct Afrique. And it is realistic as well to be doing this. We're not just taking shortcuts for the sake of it, but you will get them if there's no traffic around. Saves fuel, saves time. Legend up here, you do get enough abuse for the quick taxi to gate. I'm not sure taxi to gate is the phrase I would use. Don't know if you just heard that. Clearly somebody couldn't wait for the toilet. I've just heard it flush. Okay, we've got another cloud layer coming up above us, so let's just check out what the temperatures are doing. At the moment we would need the anti-ice for that. It was a power slide to the gate, Elliot, yeah. This is why men don't read instructions. got a gorgeous view of the Alps coming up. We'll just put the train radar on. Should have had it on for departure actually, but we're good, we're safe, we're happy. But there's no ATC, so we are on our own. Hopefully, if these clouds clear up, we should get a gorgeous view of the French coastline. William says no screaming today. Well, the stream's still early. It could happen. The Dasman on Twitch said has some awesome view from our Discord server the other day when it came to VPiler. Excellent. I mean, the community that is on the Discord server are absolutely fantastic. They help me out when I've got a problem, Dasman. So you are in good company there. Glad that we're able to help you out. Right, what time are we looking at getting in? Let's see. About 1:30 UK time, that is. 12:25 UTC. Hey J-Hog, how you feeling? Any better? I hope she's bringing you some hot honey and lemon. Right, this is going to be close. So what we got? Minus 36. Are we about to fly away through these clouds? Or do you reckon we get away with it? If it drops below minus 40, we don't need the anti-ice. J-Hog, your voice is better. I feel sorry for my aunt then. And you're feeling a bit better. Oh, that's okay then. That's good. I think we can probably get away with the anti-ice. It's starting to get cold. There you go, minus 40, don't need it. We'll have a look then at some en route weathers in a little bit. About 10,000 feet to go, we'll be at cruise. Hey Ori, hope you're well. That looks interesting. Oh, you numpty. Alright. I've gone for a direct, which is fine, but what I didn't do is press the beam button. So yeah, I've got a nice shortcut, but now for my fuel. Now for my fuel planning. I'm going to have to do some... I'm going to have to put in some fixes and do it that way. Hey, Mads Jensen, I'm very well, thank you. Hope you are hope you're well. Aviation Fun, how come when the aircraft is so high up you don't get frost forming on the wings and other bits of the fuselage? Because you only get icing, one, when you are flying through visible moisture, that is clouds, and two, when it is this cold, so it's minus 46, and when it's that cold, it's actually too cold for the ice crystals to sort of to be hanging around up there. So you're okay. So, what I am going to do is let's just have a look at some of the waypoints that I erased. In fact, what we could do, let's just have a look at Sector 5 on we've got Sector 8. Okay, let's pull heading. So, open climb heading, it's fine. And if we just activate the secondary flight plan for the moment. So where are we direct to? Africa at the moment. So activate that. Oh, you numpty. I've had a complete brain meltdown there, haven't I? I hadn't copied it. I'd left it in. Ugh. Alright. Idiot. Okay. Let's build this back up. What a numpty. I've just deleted the flight plan. You know when you think things are just going to be a nice easy stream? Whoops. Okay. So where are we going? Bit of manual flight plan entry. Not done this for a while. So we're going to Lima Fox Bravo Tango. We're arriving ILS Zulu. Toulouse 6 Romeo arrival. TBO. Insert that. That's fine. So FRIC was our initial direct to that we were going. Let's clear out the place bearing distance 01. Let's clear out E-fail. Let's clear out SNR. Insert that. And now go back direct to Afrique. Insert. Nav Afrique. And just check that I've got this built back up correctly. So the reason that happened is because normally when we pass 10,000 feet, we copy the secondary flight plan, clear the engine out procedure that I've got stored in there. However, I didn't do that. I said, you know what, let's just keep that in because it might be worthwhile when we get there. But like an idiot, I then forgot I hadn't done the usual thing. There we are, that's built back in. Oh, well there's a rookie mistake. Don't do that again. Shame it is cloudy today. There's going to be some gorgeous, gorgeous views coming up. Aviation fun, I don't have a streaming schedule. Life's too complicated. Right, we're at 37,000 feet in a couple of minutes. But in terms of fuel checks, let's just add a couple of waypoints in. So go to our fixes page. Let's pop in VAM 2. So where's that? Well, we're pretty much a beam VAM 2 at the moment. We probably need one of the... we'll have a look at GAN goo instead. Okay, yeah, alright. So let's... we'll use that. We'll do our fuel check once we get across there. It's about 80 miles away, so that'll be fine. Oh, what a pain. That's what happens when you don't concentrate. Might get a bit bumpy over the Alps though now. Oh, those gorgeous views just wrecked by cloud. Mind you, having said that, that doesn't look too bad, does it?
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Andrew Curry says, hi Gav, please can I say a big thanks to whoever gifted his subs yesterday. He was one of the lucky recipients. Glad to be on board. Andrew Curry, thank you so much. We should be at cruising altitude now. We're getting very close. There we are. Oh, my A330 and GSX doesn't work together. Does it not? I haven't looked into it too much. Can't remember if it worked or not when we did it the other day. Alt cruise, so 37,000 feet. TCAS 2 below. We'll just have a look at our pages. All green, good. Differential pressure's fine. All green as well, all good. Hydraulics, they're behaving. Fuel, let's have a look. 4, 5, 6.5 tons. Yeah, that's what we're loaded with, so that plus that means that we've not got a fuel leak. APU, that's fine. Temperatures are fine, 23 degrees. I think that's warm enough for all our passengers today. Brake temperatures are fine. Flight controls, computers, they're all working, and all systems are normal. Excellent. I mean, that really is a gorgeous view. There's a break in the clouds there. Ah, it's broken there as well, actually. It's not so bad now. I did think the clouds would thin out the longer this journey went on.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, just to let you know that we've reached our cruising altitude for today and we are not anticipating any major delays or bad weather ahead, so we should be arriving on time as planned. The cabin crew will now start to make their way around the aircraft, so please make sure that the aisles are clear of any items you may have, and I invite you to sit back, relax and enjoy the flight. A reminder that our Easyjet Sim Pilot members are able to take advantage of free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and we shall have an update for you shortly.
Hi Adrian, how do you switch between the cockpit views and the passenger views so easily? For you have to use the external. So they're not the views which you access via the toolbar menu. I know the menu you're talking about. So these are custom views which you set yourself by pressing Control, Alt, and then numbers 1 to 9, I think it is. So you set it by pressing the left Control and Alt button, then plus number 1 to 9 to set them, and then to recall it, it's Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, and then I've just bound them to my side stick, the custom view. So custom view 1, which would be Alt 1 is that, there's Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4, Alt 5, Alt 6, so I can just press the button and it's done. And then we've also got other ones at the front like that. Hey Alex Chocolate, what would be your average FPS mid-flight like right now? What we got? Right now it's probably just hovering below 40 at the minute. I mean, it's certainly smooth enough, isn't it? Beluga, do you also get to use Alt 0? I couldn't remember, so double check that. Grumpy old sod on Twitch, that is of course Dark Fury. Mate, thank you so much for the 100 bits on Twitch, I really do appreciate your support there. And you've already gifted channel memberships today as well, so there's a reason we call you the legend that you are. Paul Young. Oh, Paul. I know what's coming here. So Paul Young asks, are there any markers on the display to tell you when to start lowering the flaps during descent? Well, Paul, if you fly for, is it Ryanair with the 737? They put flap rings on their navigation display. I can't say that without chuckling. They put flap rings on their navigation display to tell you when you should start deploying those flaps. However, with the Airbus, there's nothing there by default. It's pilot discretion to decide when you need to start putting those putting the flaps out. So what you there are some sort of minimums with the Airbus. So you need to be flap 2 by the time you get to 2,000 feet, and that's why we normally brief the approach and say, you know, this is how I'm going to configure it, this is how I'm going to fly the approach, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then you stick by it. And then the guy sat next to you, if suddenly then you're not doing what you've briefed, will say, hang on a minute, I thought you were going to do this, this and this, and you're not doing it. So yeah, the thing is, I can't talk about flap rings on the Boeing because I have no idea. I mean, why Boeing need to have 7 or 8 different degrees of flaps, when we've just got 1, 2, 3 full done. Yeah, that's it. So another reason I find Airbus far easier. And Nolex2411 has literally just come into the chat to hear this. Oh. Anthony S, my training captain level member. How are you doing, Anthony? For the last 10 months as well. I'm very well, Anthony. Great to have you on board our stream today. Such a long time supporter of the channel. Thank you so much. Beluga on PC says Boeing is way better. With a name like Beluga on PC, I would have thought you'd have known better. Right, let's see how our viewers are doing. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, I mean, it's not one flight today, so we'll probably get some information now about the arrival. Before we go any further then, let's just check out some some weather information. Let's just sign out of there. So, let's check out Lima Fox Sierra Oscar. Is that Toulouse? I think. Not Lex. Did that actually happen? So just remember, I wasn't the one who googled flap rings and got a virus from it. Nick. He did. Please tell me he didn't. I mean, that's absolutely blooming hilarious if he did, but oh, I hope that's true. Where are we going? Oh, Lima Fox Bravo Tango. Let's get the weather there. I'll start setting up the arrival. Adrian, do you need to be in drone mode to set custom views? No, Adrian, no, you have to do it in the cockpit view. Right, that is Toulouse. It was a bit windy. 170 at 10, gusting 20, 290, and light thunderstorms and rain. Nice. Dark Fury says yes, he did. He actually got a fire. Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick. Oh, dear. Never mind, Nick. Right. So let's. What's the arrival weather like? No sources, don't you turn ident to... right, okay, so your TCAS you set to below once you've reached your cruising altitude. At least that's SOPs for the airline SOPs I'm following. Right, so what we got? Wind is 090 at 7. So, bit of a crosswind landing then today. Varying 120130, Cav okay. 21 degrees. Oh, that's nice and warm. And 1005 is the QNH. RSAWC, thank you so much for your channel membership. Welcome to the First Officers Club, my friend. If you are on our Discord server, make sure you get into the members lounge so you can hear all about Nick's virus and Nolex's flap rings. That's the funniest thing I've heard in ages, by the way, Nick. I apologise. No wonder Nick's gone quiet. So, Nick, can you describe what image you got? Actually, no, don't do that. I've just realised there are some schools that are still on holiday. Right, 1005. Why is my FCU not updating again? There we are. Mixed eggs, wow. Sit back down in the chat, suddenly become 18 rating. Yeah. R-rated. Let's have a look at the charts for the arrivals so I can get some information on these. Unfamiliarity with this airport, it's brand new. I wanted to fly here for ages, so we're going to see it for the first time today. We are going to get down then flight level 220 when we start. Looking at that, want to be below 220 at Toulouse, that's fine. Speed restriction at Tepti, that's fine. So, transition altitude's 5,000 feet. Platform altitude for this approach is 3,000 feet. MSA, 3,000, and then look at this. Look at this. So it's 3,000 feet, but then 11.9. 11.9. As we basically pass the threshold of the runway. So it's Cav OK, looks like we're going to be doing 1841, 1841, yeah, so as I say, we're going to do a manual landing. We can only do a manual landing, there's no no other ILS available to us. CMV, 2,400 meters. I've not seen that before, so I want to Google that, tell me what that's meant to stand for. It's usually runway visual range, but CMV is slightly different. Andrew Curry says, who would have thought that you could have learned about aviation and medical complaints at the same stream? Virus around your flap rings, is there a doctor on board? Anthony is something you've always wondered, do you shut off the TCAS completely for landing? Anthony, no, it's done automatically. It's done automatically. Lemon Wolf, converted meteorological visibility. Did you Google that? Because I would never have known that. Never have known that. Hey Anthony, it's good to see you. ILS then, what we got is OS elevation 1171. Ooh, high. Not done that for a while. Now the missed approach, this is interesting. Straight ahead and at 2.5 miles ILS DME is a left turn 185 074 climbing 4,000 feet. Intercept for 12-mile DME arc to Tepti. When crossing 150 TBO VATSIM, climb 5,000 up to Tepti. Okay, so initial climb is 4,000 feet. Adrian, yes, you move the arrow cameras, that's right. That's right. Some aircraft you can't move out of the cockpit. In the Phoenix you can, though. You can open the door and literally take a stroll through the cabin. Lemon says, yeah, no missed approach. You're getting down no matter what. There is one, but not one you want to do in rubbish weather. Rad navs will set to TBO and TL. We'll set those up in a little while. Now just check the runway out. 45 meters, so it's normal width. Runway 20. Have we got any pappies on this? No, so there's no pappies for runway 20, according to the information we've got there. Obstacle clearance not assured with Pappy glide slope beyond the south of Lourdes or after passing 7 miles ILS DME. Well, that shouldn't concern us today. So, once we've landed, backtrack and very small apron. Park somewhere in front of the terminal. Okay, shall we... Should we do the brief? How long is the runway? Actually, I didn't catch that. Oh, it's 3,000 meters. That's fine. All right, set the box up then. So center fix, as always. Pop that speed 180. Sort that out. Radnav page. We've said we're going to have in the TBO. VOR, the TL, NDB, that's in, clear that out. Very light today, 55, 678, 58, about 59 tons for our landing weight. So, we'll do flaps 3. Let's pop in the performance page, then grab that weather from over here. Ooh, score Gasmic. Or what you could do is you could check out the custom camera views tutorial on my YouTube channel. Just putting that out there. Anyway, QNH is 1005. Temperature is 21. Winds are 0907. And those minimums 1841. So that'll be fine. Alright, that box is done. We're going to go flaps 3 and... oh, wrong one. Flaps 3. Just make sure we pop that on the overhead as well. Forgot to do that yesterday. That's done. That's done. So VAT is 137, which is quite low for an approach speed, flap 3, but we're not heavy today, so makes sense. Kevin, when you do your weight and fly-by-wire, you never CFG above 25, usually mid-high 24s and it is for this. I just don't think it's done correctly yet, Kevin. I'm sure it'll sort itself out with the work they do on it. Yeah, so your centre of gravity is always, if you're using SimSmart, it's always usually low rather than normal, a bit nose heavy. Robin sheds, that looks like hieroglyphics to him. How do you work that out? Which bit, Robin? Which bit? We'll try and work it through. PGA Tour, welcome. Heading from Malta to Heathrow tonight in real life. Nice. Okay, let's do the brief, starting as always with the weather. So, we've got wind 090 at 7, cav okay, so it should be a nice approach when we get in. Little crosswind coming in then from the left, little crosswind, light tailwind, not enough to concern us, so that should be fine. Aircraft is still working as expected, so there's nothing to upset us there. Quick look through the no times as well for the airport, which I should have probably done earlier, but just a quick look. Yeah, there's nothing really. Yeah, no, nothing there. So no times for our arrival. Threats to be aware of. Oh, once again, terrain. It's just terrain around all the airports we've been at today, so we know where the terrain is. You know, you don't need me to show you, but yeah, this is it. Would love to see what the departures are like for this. You probably see that a little bit better on a departure. Departure maps. Have a look. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. That's what we don't want to hit. So yeah, terrain's going to be the biggest issue today. Terrain, and obviously we are landing right in the direction of that terrain, so if we need to go around, we really need to be on the ball with that. So we'll brief the go around thoroughly as well in a few minutes. So that's going to be our main threat today. A wall of danger, as Mix has just called it. Alright, so let's go through the box and what we've got set up, what we're going to do. So flight plan, we've got the ILS runway 20 in there, 26 Romeo approach, just pop the speed in 180 knots just to sort things out. I've copied that actually now that's done. Radnav then, we've got the TBO VOR, and we've got the TLNDB, which is, there's the TBO, and the, where have you gone? NDB is on the localizer. The ILS approach is normal 3 degrees, and we've got no PAPIs either, so nice visual, no visual references other than the ILS itself. That's not a visual reference, but just to say we've got nothing to follow. Be interesting to see if that's true of this new scenery as well, to make sure that is correct. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet, and it's 45 meters wide. So briefing all that because we've never been in before, we don't know what it looks like. So that's the picture that we can expect to see. Minimums are 1841. We've got that in, but let's just carry on then through the box. So Radnav page, that's what we've got in. Let's just fill in this actually. What is it? Lima Fox, can't remember. Lima Fox, Bravo Tango, runway 20. Let's go through the perf page. So QNH 1005, 21 degrees, wind 0907 as we've said. Transition altitude 5,000 feet, VAT 137, cleans 221. We're doing a flap 3 landing today. The minimum is nice and high, 1841. Elevation is 1171. So about 1,200 feet elevation as well. Looking to land, a landing weight of around 55, 678, about 59 tons, and the secondary flight plan is just the same. Alright, let's just chat then about the landing after we've landed. So we'll vacate Tango. Is there anything on here that where any taxiways that are too small for us? Taxiway, Bravo, pivoted aircraft with a landing gear greater than... No, yeah, okay, so can't vacate there, not that we would be doing anyway. Vigilance failed for the last 600 metres of runway 20, and taxiway delta not guaranteed from the tower. Fair enough. Wildlife strike hazard, parachuting, aerobatic flights, glider activity to the east of the airport. Runway 20 right hand circuit. Okay. So, nothing to say we can't take Charlie or Delta if we need to, then it's Mike, and then park at the terminal. Alright, so if we need to do the go around, so we already know from quickly reading it a moment ago that our go around speed is limited to 185, so we will be doing the go around at in flaps 1. Now, because we are going to be landing flaps 3, if we need to go around flaps, it's just up 1 notch, flaps 2. And I wonder what the thrust reduction is for this. Let's have a quick look at that. Not sure I've got information for this actually. Let's see if we can find it. Lima Fox Bravo Tango. Just try that. Lima Fox Bravo Tango. Have we got information for that? I haven't. Okay. So then, what I will do is, because of the terrain, we will set engine out and acceleration values of 3,000 feet AGL. So thrust reduction can stay the same at 12204. In fact, that's not right. That's not right at all. Should be 1,000 feet AGL, which is it's 1171 plus 1,000 feet, which is 2171, and 3,000 feet, so 4171. I don't want to start accelerating away towards that terrain. So there. So thrust reduction will be about 2,200 feet, and then we'll be following SRS and not accelerating until 4,200 feet. Get us up high and quick. So with that all done, we're ready to just enjoy. Sure, I have some nice views for the remainder of the flight. Top of descent's not far away.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Hey Yardy, good afternoon mate. Hope you are well. Speaking about the stuff on the charts, Steve says there's nothing quite like a parachute wrapped around the nose gear. No, absolutely not. Hey Antrak, good to see you mate. Over on Twitch, there are the landing predictions are now live, so get your predictions in. I'm going to go 241. Why not? Hey, Squazagami, is SimSmart supported and updated? Yes, it is. Yeah. See that line of clouds clearing out now. Squirgasmic, yeah, so I use the same, obviously. if I'm flying the fly-by-wire A320neo, then it's fine, you can use all its features. But even now in the Fenix, I use it, as we did at the start of this stream, for the engine out procedures and such. Hey Gary, good to see you. Good afternoon. Whizbits 183 and Crazy Pringy 145. Both of those are very, very good landing rates. We're happy with any of them. Must rain a lot down there. It's very green. Fact. Did we say it was Cav OK where we were going? There's confirmation of it. Once again, nothing. At least you know this isn't broken live weather, because there's not a line of cloud that stops. It literally is fading out into clear skies, which is brilliant. Exactly what we want. And what we got? Oh, Mix, mate, your donations this week have been absolutely insane, Mix. Thank you so much for your $550 Canadian dollars. Saying another shameless easy points grab. Yeah, of course, you do get the most points for donations. I say, loving the stream as ever though. You want the one key. You really want the visual circuit. Come on, tailwind -161 on the landing. I reckon if I was doing the circuit land, you might not get a 161, but I think the tailwind is the tailwind's fine at the minute. Don't think you're going to get that today, Migs. Yardi says he really needs to get back into the Fenix. You've been addicted to cargo ops in the 737 recently. Right, well, we're at our top of descent, so we're going to get down now as brief. Flight level 220. So we'll push for descent. And descent 220 blue. Down we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, you will be delighted to hear that we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you could please make sure that all the aisles are clear, the cabin crew are able to make their way around the aircraft without any luggage in the aisles, that would be most appreciated. A reminder for our Easyjet pilot members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the seatbelt signs are turned on. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
I know everyone's looking for that. Looking forward to the ATR a little bit later on next week, aren't they? So we'll see. We'll see what that's like. Kevin says you've just got a 230 landing at Madeira, so expecting better from me. I mean, 230 at Madeira. That is absolutely, you know, that's bossing it. That is really, really good. So you can be proud of that, Kevin. Really proud. And did you do the AR approach, or did you do it sort of visually? And oh, Kevin, just talking to you, Kevin has just gifted 5 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships as well. Kevin, that is awesome. You celebrating your amazing landing, Kevin, by sharing the good-naturedness around. So welcome to Amtrak Aviation Fun, Mattville, Manax and Adam. Courtesy of Kevin Booth. Thank you, Kevin, so much, and congratulations again on your landing. But very generous of you, Kevin. Thank you for supporting the channel and the stream. Amazing. Thank you so much, mate. Sean says you got SimSmart last week. Hoping to use it properly for the first time on some Lufthansa ops. Frankfurt to Dublin looks like a good bet for the flight. Enjoy. And Michael, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Okay, let's just continue our descent down then. Let's set flight level 90 and just to help us out a little bit, let's go and put in Lima Fox Bravo Tango runway 20 and stick a 9-mile radius around that. $3,000 feet as we cross that, and we'll be on profile. So, let me pull speed and I'll go into open descent. Thrust idle, open descent, 90 blue, and we are going to drop below that profile. That means we can get in nicely. If it looks like we are a little bit high to pick up that short final, another thing we can do is on that fixers page. What's the inbound course for that? It's 200, isn't it? So 020. Put that radial in there. And that should be, just double check, but that should be our, yeah, 020. That should be our extended runway centre line, if we need it. There are other ways of doing that, of course, but we're following the flight plan, and that's just going to help us out a bit visually. Hey, Zara 2411, how you doing, mate? Remember, to our channel members, get yourself into the members lounge. Promise they don't just spend the days talking about flap rings. So we're nicely below that profile now, which means that we're going to have plenty of time to slow ourselves down. About 1,000 feet beneath it. That's fine. And Toulouse is straight in front of us. I don't know if we can see the airport down there. It might actually be even further in front of us. Let's just have a quick look outside. Ah, there it is. We might be too high to see, but the Toulouse airport is brilliant because you can see all of the Airbus factory, you can see the belugas, you can see all aircraft that are still being made up, not painted yet. It really is stunning scenery. If you've not got the Toulouse scenery yet, then that is well worth a purchase. And Alex says he can give them an educated look at flap rings if I keep banging on about it. Please don't do that. Toulouse actually looks like a gorgeous city from up here. It really does. The river flowing through it. The heart of every city, of course. Can we see all the aircraft down there if we zoom in a little bit? So there's the main passenger terminal just here, but yeah, you can see all the aircraft, not in so much detail. There's a beluga, there's the belugas down there. And there they all are. Oh, wrong side. That's just down there, isn't it, somewhere? I mean, if you're a passenger, that is a cracking view. That is really neat. Love seeing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Sam C, yeah, just in time for the landing. Kevin says it's a great time to go tech and get straight into the factory. Hadn't actually thought of it like that, but yeah. If something breaks now, right, I'm just going to go and get it fixed and then we'll be on our way. As a gaming, which engines do we have for the A320? So this is the Fenix A320 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Steve19, thank you for the follow. Alex, can we add the Greg's vegan sausage roll to the Easyjet menu just for Mark? Vegan? Ugh. Only proper meat allowed. Steve, looks like a short runway. No, it's really not. It's actually a really long runway. I would imagine that's probably where the first A380 took off from. Wouldn't want to be messing around with that on a short runway. I don't know if it was there, but I would assume as that's its main sort of assemble, one of the main assemble factories, that it would be there. As a game, not sure when the A380 from Fly-by-Wire is going to launch. We are all waiting for it, of course. Okay, 16,000 feet. Let's get the seatbelt signs on and we'll start prepping for a landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you could please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are traveling with an infant, please ensure that they are secured safely using the infant seatbelt harness provided. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Bakis says, as a chef for over 30 years, oh nice, vegans and vegetarians were the bane of his career. Each to their own, absolutely fine, and you know, if my kids decided when they grow up they want to be vegetarians, no problem, go for it. Alright, 3,000 feet, QNH 1005, in fact 4,000, sorry. So, yeah, no, 3,000, we'll go 3,000, 3,000 blue. Start to slow the aircraft down in a little bit. We're in VS mode at the moment, 1,500 feet per minute. Beluga, is it default scenery? What, the Toulouse airport? That was not default scenery, no. I forget where that's from. Start to see the Pyrenees now, look.
tidying up your tray table and handing them any litter as they come around, that would be most appreciated. For safety reasons, we ask now that you please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note that the aircraft toilets are now out of use. If you wish to become a Easyjet Sim Pilot channel member, please contact a
Thrust idle, 0%, and 3,000 blue still.
Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed your flight.
So just selected speed 250 knots, and we'll activate our approach phase. So that's done. Get the lights on as we get past 10,000. Aviation Fund, no idea. I really don't, as those of you familiar with the channel know, I really can't plan anything because there's just so much going on at home, basically. Hey Mike Wright, good timing. Just about to see us coming on in. So Oscar Sierra is identified, we're just not picking up all the details just yet. Nice headwind at the moment, however this wind is going to spin all the way around to be coming from 090, so it's literally going to go whoosh, and then blast us back from the right hand side. Starting to get a bit turbulent as well, actually. Bouncing a bit.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing. We shall be arriving shortly.
Lourdes-Pyrenees traffic, Alpine 89 Hotel. Papa is on the Toulouse 6 Romeo arrival, currently 3 miles out of Marble, and expecting ILS approach runway 20. So we're about 30 miles out at the moment. Hey Flightbox, thank you for the follow on Twitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Alex C asks, so is the Alpine a real Easyjet call sign? Yeah, it is for Easyjet Europe registered aircraft. Those registered in Switzerland is Top Swiss, hate that call sign, and of course those in the UK are Easy. Migs gifting another Easyjet Sim Pilot channel membership. Migs, you're so generous, mate. Thank you so much. So welcome to Steve Bedell, who has been gifted that membership by Migs. Migs, I've lost count of the amount of memberships you've donated this week. It's been incredible. Thank you so much, mate. Really do appreciate that. Flying triple speed, do you actually transmit the intentions on the Unicom? Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. It's bouncing around a little bit, isn't it? After this, guys, we're all going trekking. Right, so let's start slowing ourselves down then. So manage speed. Just pull open descent, that will help with that. So thrust idle open descent. So 3000 blue, speed's dropping off. Makes you shout out, we got 101 likes for the stream. That is amazing, guys. Thank you so much for your support today for our final stream of the week. Really do appreciate that. God, we're bouncing all over again, aren't we? So there we go. Oscar Sierra nicely identified now. God, he's bouncing that much I can't even grab hold of the dials to twist them. Bet my self-loading cargo passengers aren't going to be too happy about this. Asher says, happy landing, Captain. Yeah, I'll be happy to land it at the moment. Bounce, bounce. Mike is on his way to Aberdeen, says he's wondering if it's going to be as bumpy there. Hope not. Okay then, flaps 1, speed's checked. Flaps 1. And select 180 knots for the speed. .400 VS. My God, this is bumpy. Come on, slow it down. Thrust idle, open descent. And I am just going to pop this slightly out now. We're going to go heading 260, otherwise I'm going to be on the glide slope and the localizer. I'm going to get on the localizer late, so if we just give it a bit of a helping hand here, and we'll get that lock starting before we capture glide slope. That should... yeah, that should be fine. Okay, let's arm everything up. So, Alt, glide slope, lock blue, capture dual, autopilot 1 and 2.
2,500.
I wonder if it's this bumpy in real life. Seems a bit much. Aviation Fun says he did hear screams. Aviation Fun, you also did this approach earlier and you crashed. Well, that's not good. Anyway, the approach checklist, barrier FQNH is 1005, seatbelts are on, minimums 1841, auto brake, low needed today, and EFB is stowed. That's lock start, that's what we wanted. See, I don't think, Leon, that the bumpiness in the simulator is coming from the winds. I think it's more coming from the stuff rolling in off the hills. I think that's what it's trying to sort of replicate here. Lourdes-Pyrenees, that's traffic, Alpine 89 Hotel Papa, established runway 208 mile final. Right, runway's in sight. Look at that, literally the gateway to the Pyrenees, that, isn't it? That looks beautiful. So, definite crosswind. We can see that on the navigation display. Bit of a crosswind, slight tailwind. Here comes the glide slope. So with that tailwind, let's get flaps 2 out quickly. So speed's checked, flaps 2. We're going to need that in a moment. And let's manage the speed. Glide slope. It's captured. Ooh, that was a bit of a jump. Missed approach 4,000 feet set. Gear down. Spoilers armed. Lights on. Flaps 3. Speed's checked. And landing checklist. So cabin secured. Go around altitude 4,000 feet set. Ecam memo. Landing no blue. Remember, if we need to go around, then we'll go around flaps. And we're straight out 2.5 miles. Make a left turn, max speed 185. So the go around for this looks quite spectacular, doesn't it? Does it go around that little? Might go around that little bit of a hill there. Alright guys, before we crash, then if you could hit the like button while your fingers still work, that'd be amazing. Thank you very much. $1,000 feet. Autopilot R5 have control. Aviation Fun can't auto land here.
Above.
Well, we could, but we won't.
Minimum.
Continue. Remember, with no pappies, so we're just going to look out the window and follow the glide slope down. I'm not convinced that glide slope is accurate, to be honest, now as I'm doing this. 500 call out stable. That runway looks narrower than 45 metres. God, look at all the aeroplanes! That's insane. Can't wait to see the replay.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Spoilers deployed. Reverse green. And decel. Reverse is off. Nothing wrong with that. Happy with that. Manual brakes. Bit of decrabbing as we're sorting ourselves out there. Didn't need too much flare because
Ladies and gentlemen,
sorry, needed
the
a bit
cabin
more
crew will
flare
shortly
perhaps
be
because of the
leaving their seats
tailwind.
to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Can't wait to see the
Portable
replay.
electronic
This airport
devices
looks
for
awesome.
messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet app.
I will take the drone camera out and have a look at this airport as well once we've got to the gate, but yeah, it's amazing. I love, definitely a great airport. We're going to have to visit here again. C2A, that is awesome. Thank you so much for your $3 donation. Saying, you know, there was a bit of chop on the approach if you got some vomit on your sleeve from the kid in 5D. Decent enough landing to keep you off the news. Yeah, no news reporter is going to be happy about that landing. Right, let's get that APU sorted. That can come off. That can come off. Let's just tidy her up. So that's off. That's off. They're fine. That can come off. But yeah, so this airport is used as a bit of a storage slash scrapyard, isn't it? Mick says you want to see the departure from here just to see the how that works. That's not a bad idea, Mick, but we are going to have to do that. Michael, those aircraft statics? Yeah, no, they are. It's not really this busy. You can see these actually all. If you look on flightsim.to, you can see them all. It's my first officer barking now. AJ says, yeah, if you could just let me off here, I can nick one of those planes for myself. Yeah, the problem is they don't work. Well, at least I don't think they do. So many different liveries there. Corsica, TAP, Japan.
What's traffic 90415 from my tutor.
Ah, Doc, I've not forgotten about Tallinn. I promise you I've not forgotten about Tallinn, but just when we saw this airport got released, thought, got to try this on release day. Mark's missed it due to a badly timed submit. Don't worry, I'm going to show you the replay very soon. Show you that replay. I just want to check out what parking stand we can go for. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. GSX. Let's go. Gate Papa 8. Oh no, Papa 3 will do. Papa 3 will do. Now it's a bit of a mess this. Looking at the chart, where are we going? Small airport, but they do a heck of a lot of stuff here. Hey, Dr. Random, missed out most of the flight due to a 4.5 hour meeting. Ouch. So where we're going? Papa 3. So that's 6 to 11. I think we want to go over here then, don't we?
Traffic 90404 vacated from my tutor.
Papa 5. I think we're going Papa 3. That's where we said we were going, wasn't it? Did I say Papa 3? Can't remember now. Yeah, P3. So that's down over here, look. Definitely looking forward to the replay from the passenger view in a couple of minutes. Hober747 on Twitch says this airport looks terrible. Which airport are you looking at? I think it looks great. Very scenic as well. Go. Job done. Why are you still waving at me? I'm not going to shut my engines down anyway because I'm going to check out the replay in a little minute. But that looks fine. Right, well, let me just put the parking brake on. Let's step outside the flight deck. Should we go and have a walk around? Let's go on. Let's do that. Let's have a walk around. I can't open the door. Let's pretend we can open the door. Let's just nip through that. Oh, I can't get out that way. Damn, I'm gonna have to use the drone camera. Okay. Let's see what we've got. So I don't know how much they will have done in terms of interior design, but externally, which is really all that matters, I think this looks fine. The amount of aircraft that we saw as well, that looks beautiful. Just a quick look. Yeah, so not done any interior thermal, but that really doesn't usually bother me too much, to be honest. I think that looks fine, really nice and neat. Just have a look at the front of the airport. Now I know France VFR aren't, you know, they don't go all out like some airport developers do, but they are very, very good payware airports. And do you know what? They're unbelievably reasonably priced. I think I picked this up for less than €10, and there's nothing wrong with this. I think it looks really, really good. Now, if we just speed up the camera here, because I've got to check these out. Look at all of these aircraft all lined up, and if you check out Google Maps, you'll see that this is exactly what it looks like. They are here. There's some awesome airlines being thrown into that. It's a fellow company pilot vacating our runway there. The departure from here does look spectacular. We'll have to try that at some point. And then if we go further over here, let's have a look. Oh yes, we've got 380s. Lots of stored 380s. And sadly, lots of 380s due for scrap. That's almost quite sad, really, isn't it? Loads of different airlines. How they've parked those aircraft exceedingly close. So we flew over Toulouse, didn't we, earlier today, which has something similar with lots of aircraft, and here it is as well. Oh, so many 380s. And then presumably as part of the works buildings. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to come off. Let me come off VATSIM. Thank you for those of us who flew alongside. I'm just going to come off VATSIM there, and let's check out that replay. So one moment. Stop that. Might just need a moment for the scenery to load. Bruce Brandon says Europe's version of Victorville. Yeah. Not like 2411 says, imagine being the person that says they need to get to that middle plane in the middle of it all. You'd like to think that never happens. Be kind of funny if it did, though. Another windy approach. Very windy approach again. Nagasau's Valley parking for airliners. Imagine having that job. Here are the keys. There you go. Just go and park that for me. I don't think they taxi under their own power, though. I think they're all tugged into position. Lots of tiles popping in and out, though. That Azobo issue is still present. You can see just under the wingtip. I just love that view for all the aircraft. I think it's amazing. Quick rewind, we'll check the other side out. Get a better view of the Pyrenees at this side. Booster Brandy says a Ryanair landing. Nah, nothing wrong with that. It's only a Ryanair landing if you open up the thrust reverser before you touch down. Daily Dishwasher, if you've got a problem like that, suggest if you can get on our Discord server, we may be able to help you out. There could be a whole host of reasons for things like that. Well, guys, really hope you've enjoyed seeing this scenery. New release from VFRFrance. I say, I think it's something like €9, €9 or €10. Not very expensive, but it's in a great place in the world. Can highly recommend coming and flying here, and even departing from here is going to look excellent as well. So that's our final stream for this week. Thank you so much, guys. Your support this week has been absolutely amazing. Starting, of course, with our transatlantic hopping on Tuesday. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated and gifted Easyjet SimPilot channel memberships as well. So many of you supporting the channel this week. It's been an unbelievable week of support. Thank you so much, everybody. Easyjet SimPilot channel members, as always, thank you for your continued support. And remember, if you're one of our new channel members, make sure you get yourself into the members lounge on our Discord server. A big thanks, as always, to our mods for looking after the chat and helping out where they can. Excellent, guys. Thank you so much. I look forward to chatting with you all on Discord as per usual, and until our next flight, I will see you all on I'll see you all on Discord when, of course, our next flight will be announced as and when that will take place. Until then, I'm going to leave you with this replay, and I will see you this very bumpy replay. I will see you all then. Whatever you're doing this weekend, guys, make sure you have a great weekend. Goodbye, everyone.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Retard. 5,